it. I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it. Hey, sister, how are you? Okay, I need to. Can you move the screen on this side? Because when I go talk to her, it's like I'm looking at this side. Because you know how.
Hey,
Yeah, you see what I'm
people,
saying?
Lisa.
Yes, 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 yes. Give me 1 second. I'm sharing. I'm sharing. I'm sharing. You know, I like the winos like to see everything.
Yeah, please do.
So
I don't
yes,
live, so this is.
you understand what I'm saying? So when I look this way, you see what my face is doing? You see what's happening? But if you put the screen over here, like behind this side, I'll look this way because she can't. Yeah, this way, but I can't see her on the screen though. Hold on for a second, y'all. Tech issues. Tech. I know we live. We're live. So do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that means I can't see her if I'm looking this way. No, you're looking this way. But if I look this way, I'm looking away.
Yeah. Oh,
He
okay.
having a moment. He having a
Oh,
brain
having the
moment.
screen on
No,
that
we're trying to
side.
figure it out.
Yeah, put the screen on this side. Yes. He having a moment. He was like, huh? Huh? He was confused. Yes, yes. Hold on for a second. We live right now. Guess who I just got finished interviewing? Exclusive.
Not live yet, is it?
We're live. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
We're live. Yes, we're live. Guess who I just got finished interviewing?
Drum roll.
Give me that.
Brian McKnight's ex-wife, Julie McKnight.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's messy. It's messy.
I cannot.
Give you that little
That one
I
girl
gave that exclusive right there. It's messy. Yes, it is. And boy, when I tell you she came through with the wine, the tea, the coffee, the water. Oh my God, the juice, the juicy
Ooh.
juice, the Capri Sun. When I tell you, she came out of left field, I was like, what? That's all I was saying during the whole interview. So,
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Oh my God. I never would have guessed
yeah. Huh?
that. I never would have guessed that. So that is. Woo.
Yes, yes. And she got a book too. Not only did she spell hella wine, I'm talking about a lot, but she also has a book. And she didn't even bring up the book to the end. I was like, that she know how to do an interview.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. Oh my God.
I know. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining the live. Please forgive this crazy hair. I'm sitting here trying to
Yes.
figure it out, but Tasha's looking
Uh-huh.
beautiful as always, glowing
And,
and all that. So,
yes, and thank you for my second bottle. This is my second bottle of the Brighten Up serum.
oh,
Okay? Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to get it open right now because I just got it last night. Yes, I did. This is my
okay,
second bottle we done went through your Brighten Up serum. And what I love about it is that I can wear it outside. That's why my face always bright.
exactly.
I love this product. I love you. Got to link it for the winos. You got to let them see it. Okay. Inez is an esthetician, and she make her own beauty products. That's why her skin look good. And I have been using her Brighten Up serum, and it lasts a long time. So make sure you drop that link in the chat for the winos. Okay. Inez Beauty. Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm gonna let
I'll
you
have to
interview
do
me.
it.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet.
No, it's good. This is just going to be a conversation because, look, I'm honored to have you on my platform. I am honored that you even were like, girl, when you gonna have me on your platform? I'm like, Tasha, you
Yes.
know I'm
I've
gonna
been
lie.
waiting on you to ask me.
So I appreciate it, man. I'm telling you, I have been for damn, this is what 2025. So I'm just going to tell you how I got on to you, and I'm going to give credit to one of my clients because
Mm-hmm.
for years I used to just get on YouTube just to listen to mainly like motivational stuff, inspirational stuff, or
Yeah.
whatever. And I had a client, and she said, "Girl, have you seen this YouTuber? Her name is Tasha K. And I don't remember the story she was telling me about. I think she was telling me about the R. Kelly stuff. And this was back in
Uh-huh.
2017. So she said, you gotta watch Tasha K. But I ain't gonna lie to you. She's like a little loud. So just letting you know. I said, oh, it's cool. That's what she was like. So I mean, I've been hooked ever since. And so when she told me about you, and I told her that I subscribed. I was like, girl, every time we like, she comes in like every 4 weeks. So every time she
Yeah.
comes in, we're like, girl, did you see when Tasha K was talking about this? So it's been years. I have been on the wino gang for a long time. So that's why it's like, for me, nobody can say anything negative about you to me. Everybody,
Oh, well,
no,
thank
seriously,
you.
no,
Just like
seriously.
they can't say nothing negative about your products, baby, for real.
Oh, you're sweet.
Yeah, seriously. No, because it's really hard to find black estheticians with great skin. Like the
Yeah,
products that you use on your face. So like
right.
when you started sending me your free, so I was like, why are you sending this to me free? And then I get it, you wanted me to use it, and I be calling you like, hey, but you just came out with this one. So like I'm just, I'm a fan of you, just how much you're a fan of me. That's why I was like, well, when you gonna have me on the show?
No, oh my God. I'm honored to hear that, and I can't even lie. Even though I am an esthetician and I have been in business for years, I honestly don't sell myself. I don't really talk about what I have,
You
and
need to. You need to. We'll have you on our platform to talk about that, okay? But I'm on your platform,
yeah,
so I'm here for you. Whatever you want to ask me, okay? But I was not gonna come on here and not plug your stuff because I was like, oh no, 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 no. Because I know you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it because you all humble and everything. But I'm like, no, you gotta tell them. You gotta tell them who you are and what you do, so they don't think you just any YouTuber out here. Okay, you out here really getting it.
thank
And so
you.
I love that you got your own skincare line. And like I said, this is my favorite. This like crack. That's what my skin was. It's like crack. Okay. The brighten up serum. You see me bright, right? All
Yeah,
right. Let's go ahead. First,
you are.
go ahead. Go
I
ahead, mama. Go ahead. I got too much energy. Go
No,
ahead.
no, no, no. It's good, and I'm feeling the energy. I'm on the fast too. I remember when I saw the requirements. I said, "Oh my God, am I going to be able to do this?" But I'm not even going to
You got
lie.
3 days. You got what? Today the 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 3 days left. And
Yeah,
you good. It's gonna get hard because we are doing a 14-day fast as a winos. It's gonna get hard.
yeah.
But as you already got great skin anyway. So, but it's just glowing more. Your energy is gonna increase. That's why I'm like talking to
That's what
Mala.
I was about to say. It's helped my
Yeah.
energy so much because, man, I told you, 2024 was like a pretty traumatic year for me. So I really
Yes.
have been just like tired a lot. But I have been feeling so much more energy just here in the last couple of days. Like I've been waking up early because I'm used to waking up early, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm waking up and I'm getting up and I'm moving and I'm doing stuff. And that's what I like to do. I like my day to get started and get going. So I'm prepared. I'm planning on what I'm going
Let's
to be
go.
on. So I'm not focusing on, oh my God, I want a burger. I want some.
Don't do that. That's the
No,
devil.
it is. So
Don't do
I'm not going
that.
to focus on it. I'm planning my days so that
Okay.
I'm not going to be craving and tempted and going to get that stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. I see the winos in the building and everything.
I see
What
them
do you call
all.
your viewers? What do you call your viewers?
That's the thing. I don't have a name for my viewers. Every once in a while, I might do a community post and I'll just say honest beauties because you all are
Yeah, we're gonna have to change that, Miss Beth, because like, you be doing some really good in-depth content,
oh,
and it's like my stuff, it's like front porch. You know, we
I
have a
love
conversation. We will have a conversation with the local crackhead if we gotta get some information. You understand? Like we don't mind
all
talking
got
to
some
everybody that's
family, so we're used to it. Those, whether we admit it or not. So
yes.
it's
But hey guys, you're a little too loud, please. But your conversations when I listen to your podcast, they're very intelligent. Like because you are a business owner, you are a black woman, you are married, you go through everything that we as black women go through. And I just find that they're just your voice is just so real and just so it's not attacking, it's not biased, it's very even tone. And I would love to have you, and I haven't mentioned it yet, I would love to have you as a part of what we're doing in some way. So we definitely have to discuss that after we're done with this interview so that the winos can hear more of you because we need to hear more voices like yours because you have, like I said, you have intelligent conversations about what's going on out here in the culture.
yeah.
And it's coming from a grown woman who know her shit.
Thank you.
Oh, anytime.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you about that. Even if I can get you just 1, 2 days a week. We got you. We got you. But go ahead, Mama. Go ahead. Start your interview. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, this, like I said, this is just a conversation. I'm not, this ain't CNN, so
So you ain't got no questions? You ain't got no
I have
questions?
a few. I have a
Well,
few.
let's
And
go.
I'm
Let's
gonna, yeah.
go.
So
Everything is on the record. Let's go.
it's okay.
All
Now
right.
I know the answer to this, but for those who don't know, what really inspired you to start Unwind with Tasha K?
It was okay. So I didn't inspire aspire to start Unwind with Tasha K.
Right.
I inspired to be a radio personality. I wanted to be a DJ. Okay. And so I worked at local radio stations and everything like that. But the thing I think that really kind of deterred me from following that was the fact that I was an entrepreneur and then I was going through, I had lost my business. It was like my second business at the time. And I went back into the work field. And then when I discovered, DJing, and I've always had this personality anyway, it just synced when I picked up a microphone.
Yeah.
Like it was like I was at home. My voice made me, excuse my French, made me orgasm. I was like, oh, I sound really nice on a mic. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
wow. And I'll never forget when I was at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hagerstown, Maryland. They only requested me, the patrons of the restaurant will only come in. I want Tasha to do the mic. I want Tasha to do it. Because I would do it in a way where they would be surprised. So they would never know when I would get on that mic and I would do it like DJ style. All right, Buffalo Wild Wings, I need everybody's attention, please. Okay. And we got a birthday in the building. And I would have all the servers coming. I'm on the mic and this is surround sound. And I'll be like, we're going to give it up for Michelle. Y'all make some noise, and I would have them drop the beat. And
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Hagerstown would be lit. Like
Entertainment,
they came in
man.
there just honestly for the vibe, for my voice, and for the experience. And it came to the point where, most servers or bartenders would make anywhere from $30 an hour. They love when I worked the bar, even though I hated the bar.
Mm-hmm.
They love when I work the bar because the bartenders on a normal night would probably take home working from their shift would start at 4. They'll go home after the busy area, the busy part, which was
Mm-hmm.
like 8 o'clock. They would leave with like $30 when they work with the bartenders. When they work with me, they left with 200
Wow.
because I would just go to the patrons of the bar and they'll be trying to leave $2. I'm like, was this $2 worth of service? Did you feel like I gave you $2 worth of service? And they were, oh, here you go, Tasha. Boom. They would, I mean, these would be old redneck white men. They come bring
Yeah.
me moonshine. It was very West Virginia like. And I would be like, here's 100, boom, and I would ring the bell, get on the mic, make it a whole experience. Doug over here just tipped the bill. Let's go. And we would celebrate them. And so that's kind of like how it evolved. And they used to call me the little Oprah because I would have little talks with everybody too. And then,
Mm-hmm.
I just realized like when I tried to get my foot in the door with the radio station, they gave me enough to do marketing because I've always been great at marketing and
Yeah.
sales, but my heart was always in the entertainment factor of it. So it didn't work out in mainstream because I even though they was like, nah, we can't control you. And that's because of that entrepreneur background that I came from. I'm not an employee. And
Exactly.
so I eventually was kind of pushed by them to start my own thing.
Man.
So, but
And
the
it makes
winos
so
came
much
up with the
sense.
name. They came up with the name. They came up with the winos. I did not. I was Tasha K when I hit
Yeah,
YouTube.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
Yeah.
I said I knew that, but I know that there are some people, and I got some questions from some people that wanted me to ask these questions of you, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah. You good?
yeah. So you are natural at this, so it just makes sense that the people were flocking to the restaurant. They were
Yep.
enjoying the entertainment, and that's why when you came up with the wine gossip comedy, when you finally like got that narrowed down,
Yeah.
it makes so much sense because when I used to listen to you, I still do, but when I
Yeah.
started listening to you, and even though you were talking about real topics, I always found myself laughing.
You gonna laugh when you come to my show. Take
Right.
that heavy, take that heavy shit. If you approve, get up out of here. We
That's
don't
what
want
it
to hear
is.
that. That's generally what we do as the winos. We bully the people that got bad attitudes out the chat. Like you
Yeah.
come up over here, we're gonna laugh at you. Okay? We here to have a great time. Life is
Great.
short. We
It's
got enough problems of our own,
right.
and we learn from one another. Everything that we do out here is an experience based around other people, the
Mm,
stories we tell, the experiences we experience. So for them to come out, oh, you want me to talk about computers for what? What do you want me to talk about computers for? Talk about food for what? What do we talk? We learn from each other and we experience each other's energies, and it's just a whole network. And I know sometimes it rubs some people the wrong way, and that's on them. I just had a girl today. She was like, "Oh my god, I'm such a fan of Cardi B. I'm such a fan of Krishan, but your interviews be hitting, and I'm finna pay this subscription." I
okay,
said, "Welcome to." I said, "Welcome to the wino game, baby."
come on in.
I said, welcome. Come on here, baby. Grab a seat. Ain't nobody judging you. Come on, come on.
Exactly.
They watch too. I said, the ones you fans of, they watch too. How you think I got in court? What you talking about?
Hello, hello. Yeah,
Yes.
everybody ain't gonna admit it, but and that's the thing. You don't have to hate Tasha if you love or like this other person, and that's the thing that people really need to get in their heads. It's not like, excuse me for saying this, but if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, you know how Nene was. And if
Yes.
Nene didn't like certain people, you could not be friends with them people. She don't want
Yeah.
you to, and there are some people that's like that, but it's
Yeah.
not like that in this arena.
No.
Like,
We welcome everybody.
you
It
welcome
doesn't
everybody.
matter. I'll
Yeah,
even welcome sister-in-law back if she want to come. Come on, girl.
hello.
Let's go. Have a glass of wine. Let's go. But
Here.
Regina here is saying, no, Tasha, you came up with the wino game. I remember I was your day one. Okay. So I could see why she would say that. There were winos in the chat, and I'll never forget this man. His name was Nakamura. He had an African name. He came up with the winos and he would pin and he'd be like, winos, assimilate the position, wine glasses. And I would take his comment and I would pin. So I added the gang, but they came up with the winos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it
So
makes sense.
yes.
So yeah, and
Yeah.
then and you do that. You give credit where you feel like credit is due. You're not one of those people that's trying to be like, no, I'm the one that did, So that's why,
Mm,
you know,
mm-mm,
that's why
mm-mm.
the winos are like, no, Tasha, you came up with that, and you're just being honest and saying, well, no, actually, no, you guys came up with that. You inspired,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how
Like
we.
they came up with the allegedly. They don't even know that. They kept saying, Tasha, please say alleged. Please say alleged. Tasha, we don't want to get you sued again. Please say alleged. I was like, all right. Everything's alleged. Even my name's alleged. Let's go.
And
Boom.
then the
They
first
came up
time
with
you
that.
said
Because
even
I
my
never
name,
used to say it. I never used to say it. I would sit up like somebody's cousin on the porch or auntie or mama, and I'll say the hell I feel. I'm sorry. Your
right?
ass look like it stank. Look like you got something around your mouth. I don't know. We would just say that. Like that's just how it was. And so now I got to bring reporter journalistic techniques into what I do. And that's not the platform that I have.
Right.
We share stories. And we gossip. What the hell I need to use allegedly for? I ain't no CNN report. I didn't go to journalistic school. That's for y'all. We an entertainment platform over here.
Yeah, we're not trying to be
Yeah.
CNN, MSNBC, Fox News for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
But another question somebody wanted me to ask you, and again, I know the answer to it, but I'm just gonna
No,
go ahead and
go
ask it.
ahead, girl.
Do you ever take accountability for anything?
Depends on what it is. Depends on what mood I'm in, how I'm feeling, if fuck with you or not. If I care about you, yes, I'm gonna take accountability. Okay. And if I truly did something wrong, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I just get a little petty.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why they don't try to cast me for like, their favorite like reality shows and stuff,
Mhm.
because there is that ego factor that plays into these characters, right? But for me, it depends on what it is and who you are and what angle you coming from. Because there's a lot of people out here that want to see somebody like me apologize just so they can say see she's apologized. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's not necessarily like they needed it. It's more so like a, oh, I got her to bow down type thing. See,
Exactly.
yeah, so it depends on what it is. But when it comes to my husband, my kids, my family, Absolutely. I'm going to take full. I'm sorry. How can we fix this? What did I do? My daughter will go off on me, and I'll be like, you know what, you're right. Because who am I to sweep her feelings under the rug? Her experiences are her experiences. She's a very strong-willed mother who has a lot of attention, and it's for a daughter with a mom that's in the limelight, I cannot negate her feelings. And so even when I just be like, man, she's just a child, she's just young, she don't know, bro. I cannot negate that. So I've learned if anything to take accountability. My daughter has taught me that because her experiences are not my experiences. Her perception is not my perception. So I have children, but if I don't give a damn about you, like some of these creators be out here on this she fall out with everybody. So and I can see if I interrupted their money. Like I can see if they so if you fans of that person, go be fans of that person. Don't be over here trying to make me get up out of here. The winos don't do that to y'all because we grown women.
Right.
No, yeah. So it just depends on the situation and who it is and how I'm feeling at the point. So
And that's something that nobody can say. I've been watching you for years. I've never seen you try to stop anybody's money. You just said that just now. It's not like I tried to stop anybody's money, like because me and this person have some disagreements, or we don't see eye to eye anymore. Maybe we did at one point in time, but I'm not trying to stop them from doing, their thing to make their money. So like, why?
mhm.
It's done. The season is
I,
over.
I
So
view this as a UFC fight. It can get really bloody. Okay. But at the end of the day, we should be able to shake hands and go back home.
mhm.
But some of them will shake hands and go in hiding. Shaq, what's that fighter name? That white girl that was whooping everybody's ass, and the moment she got her ass whooped, Ronda Rousey,
Yeah.
sore loser, sore loser. Like, girl, you don't want every fight, and the moment you lose one, you retire, you go into hiding. Oh my god, oh my god.
That's true. That's a real good point. Oh my God. I'm just sitting there
Mm.
thinking about that as you say that. And I have to ask you this, and this is my question.
What's up,
What in the world made you link up with Larry Reid in the
child?
beginning?
Let me tell you something. It wasn't like I wanted to leak up with him. Larry
Right.
Reid
But I'm just
had
wondering,
been
like,
like,
what
yeah,
led to that?
as other creators have done, like Lovely T, like Daytime Tea Time, like Armand, they've all reached out to me, right?
Right.
So they have somewhat okay platforms. I know Larry was in the gospel sector, and it was cute. It was like, yeah, he over here exposing the church. So we shared a common interest because I'll never forget he was sued by E. Dewey. What was that guy named? Dewey.
Dewey
I
Smith.
forgot. Yes. So that's around the time that I met him, and he was
Okay.
going through that lawsuit. And then he had reached out to me, and then I believe there was John Gray. So I needed to get in contact with John Gray's wife before I dropped the wine that I had on him. And
Right.
so I knew Larry had knew her, and I was like, "Hey, can you put me in contact with Aventer?" And so he was like, "No problem." So he ended up, linking us through the call, and I told her what I had on her husband, and I wanted her to be prepared for it to come out because I know she was the first lady of the church, and this was going to be very embarrassing. And then he was trying to tell me, he was like, "She used to it. He been doing this. And I was just like, "Oh, okay. Well, in my, on what I do, like I always try to tap the people so that
Yeah.
they're not as shocked with the world. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
they have time to prepare for the mess that's about to come out. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how we really linked up. And then it was just through stories. And then one day we decided to, I don't know how the interview came about. I can't remember. It was around the times where I had interviewed Kevin Samuels and all that, and Kwame Brown. That was the first interview we had did, and that was the first time that I ever really got to kind of know him was through that interview, and we commonly shared that. You know, I think this was after he interviewed me. Yeah, because he had interviewed me, and I was the first. That was the first and only time I had been to this man's house because he had did an interview in his house, right?
Yeah.
And so I did his interview, and I talked about the case, and then he came and did mine. Like I think like a year later or something.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had natural hair at the time, but I remember when I sat with him, I had a relaxer, so I was going through my natural phase. And so I remember us talking about like his past and all that stuff about him being molested and things like that. And so I was just like, oh, so in that interview, I think I took it down. I
Yeah.
think I took it down like recently, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go and check, but it's supposed to be down because I don't align myself with people who play with children.
Yeah.
And like I said, sue me.
And that
Anyway,
won't happen.
that part.
Yeah.
So okay.
It won't happen because I was never a follower of his, so it
Hmm.
surprised me when you did the interview of him, and something in me said, I don't think this is going to end well because I always felt like a lot of the stuff that I heard him talking about when it came to his past experience, he was using it as sort of like a way,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Just
Preach.
softening the blow for people so he could talk about the times he screwed men and men screwed him and when a dick was in his mouth or when his dick was in somebody else's mouth or whatever. So
Hmm.
like when you did the PPP series, I was like, yes, this needed to be
Oh
done.
yeah, because I think Larry somehow thought because he knew me, um, that I would somehow not report on him. And I was like, who told you that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Who told you that? Like, I don't know where you got that from. Like, if you have a platform and I get information that you have done something so diabolical as play with a child, you think just because I know you, I'm gonna not report on it?
Right.
Like, are you crazy?
Hmm.
You know? Like I didn't get that. And that's normally what I get. And that's why now there's a buffer. So nobody can call me directly
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Like before they could just call me, hey girl, what you doing? Da, 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 da. Possibly record the calls. Who cares? I don't care. Upload it. It's few for it. But like for him, I guess he thought by aligning with me, it kind of made him safe because I am in the expose of it all. But when I found out that it was little boys and you sat in my face, you sat in my house and you lied to me saying that you were a victim, only for you to be turned around and accused of victimizing people too as well. I called him because I remember he was like, because I remember telling him one day when he was over, and this is when he was like leaning on the counter because I had just got my kitchen remodeled, and he was Shaq standing over there like, what's wrong with this dude? I'm like, baby, don't. Maybe I don't know.
Too
I
much.
don't know.
Mm-mm.
Right. And he was, so what you doing? I said, who he posted for? Who he sticking his ass out for? Shaq just went upstairs. Shaq took the baby and went upstairs. I was like, yeah, take Lamia, go upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I remember, like, when he did that, like, and then when the allegations, I don't know if it was Daryl that reached out to me, it was somebody through email saying that, these allegations were out there. And I asked him about them. No, 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 no. I didn't ask him. I asked his chef because I had complained to him about, man, I'm just so busy. I gotta cook every day. I got this channel. It's
Yeah.
growing fast, like how long he said he had been doing this a long time. He's like, well, just get a chef. And I was like, well, who do I find as a chef? You can use my chef. And he sent that rotted mouth, and for a long time she never opened her mouth. I was trying to figure out like why she would talk like yeah, yeah, and then one day she went to ha ha, and I saw her teeth were black and rotten, and I said, I know damn well she ain't up in here cooking with a mouth full of rotten original teeth, but yet she out here bragging about Larry buying her cars and jewelry. Can he buy you a tooth?
Hello.
Pa-
Can we get in for a
Pat, can
tinsel?
I buy a tooth?
Mm-mm.
Can I buy a tooth, Pat? And I was very surprised. Can I say the P word?
Yeah.
I was very surprised to hear that she was a lesbian and she ate pussy. I said, who in their right mind gonna let you eat pussy with a mouth full of rotted ass teeth?
Mm.
I know that bitch got BV up and down that cat. I know she do. I said, you's a motherfucking lie. Girl, you have got a mouth disease and you are eating Gucci. And when I found out, she said she got to go. I said, you damn right, she about to go. We about to get up out of here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I'll never forget asking her why she was washing greens one day. And she wore gloves and stuff like that, but it's just still her mouth. What if she accidentally cough and this rotten teeth, gingivitis, blood coming out of her teeth, everything. But I'll never forget, like one day when I had found out about the allegations, Larry had called me because they was getting thick. And he was like, there's this YouTuber that keeps making these videos on me about me doing these heinous things. And he's been stalking me. He wants money. He's been extorting the same thing that he says about me, extorting him, right?
Which is
And I don't know what to do. I was like, well, is it costing you money? He was like, yes. And I was like, well, is it true? He was like, no, it's not true. Absolutely not, Tasha. I would never do anything like this. And I was like, well, sue him. So I didn't know that he was actually suing somebody that was telling the truth on him. So when Daryl reached out to me, that was the last time I had talked to him about it. So when Daryl reached out to me personally and was like, look, and I saw what was going on, I said, this ain't no YouTuber. Cause I go through that. People make it seem like Tasha K got it out for me. But yeah, I'm interviewing somebody that knows you on my platform.
right.
That has receipts on you, right? So it may look like it is easy to blame Tasha K, Tasha K, Tasha K. But what about this family member, this girlfriend or boyfriend or somebody that you did wrong?
Yeah.
So you could discredit me, but can you discredit them? That's fine. Heavy is the crown, heavy is the one that holds the crown or whatever. I get it. I'm the biggest target. Well, if I could attack her, then maybe she will not interview these type of people. So in retrospect, that's kind of what happened. He went after Daryl, but when I heard the recordings of the boys and the men, I said, wait a minute. And then everything that I had experienced with him came like it kind of made sense as I was going back. Like, oh, that's why he's feminine. Oh, that's this. That's that. That's this. And it was the one thing that really gave it away because he said he got a lot of muscle spasms. And I was like, why you got muscle pain? He said, I have to travel with my masseuse everywhere. And then one day he called me. He was like, he had to fly his masseuse in. I was like, what kind of money you making on YouTube?
Right.
The fly a masseuse in. Like, I get bread, don't get me wrong. But flying a masseuse in? Okay. So then when he kept talking about, I just had these muscle spasms. They just random. They just random. And my auntie had tried to tell me, she was like, Tasha, because I had asked, I was like, why would somebody have just muscle? I said, do you have a disease or something? He was like, no, it just happens. And I'm like, are you dehydrated? No, it just happens. And my auntie was like, that's that house in Virginia, Tasha. Listen, them boys ain't lying. And I remember asking, because Larry had told me, and this is what was the icing on the cake, because he had told me that he didn't know these guys. He didn't know anybody. They just making up this stuff on him and showing up outside of his house and doing all this stuff. So I remember asking Latrice, the rotted tooth mouth chef,
Yeah.
okay? I remember asking her, I said, why are they saying these things about Larry? Do you know anything about this? And she was like, I don't know, like, why they would do that. Like, we all lived together. We all went to the church. And I said, he knows them? She's like, yes. I said, Larry told me he ain't know these people. Told me he didn't know them.
Right.
Never seen them before. He was just
Wow.
making up shit. So I didn't tell her that because I knew she was with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was just all right, we got to get rid of this whole family. Whole family. And then when I finally had a conversation with Daryl and he put me in contract with Levante, I said, what? I said, don't worry. He used to call me a prophetess. That's one thing Larry got right. He said, you a prophetess, Tasha. I was like, what's that? He was like, because you prophecy what's going to happen.
Hmm.
I said, God put me in line for him.
That's
He
right.
put me as a part of this for him. Now he's sitting up over there in Dubai, laying in a bed with bones. Like the man chest is sunken in. He want to talk about that's Ozempic. That is not Ozempic, man.
What the hell he taking Ozempic for? Which I mean, whatever. But
The
please.
man went and moved the covers. I'll never forget me and another person who was going through the video that he had did with Conscious TV. And he had moved the covers by accident. His chest was sunken in. I said, this man is something wrong. And
Yeah.
it's about what them boys done said about him infecting them. And
Yeah.
what happens is when you keep sleeping with people and you got that and you're not using protection and they got it, there's such thing people don't know. It's called super house in Virginia.
Okay.
Whereas it morphs into your virus is different. Every virus is different.
Mm-hmm.
Every single component of a virus. And we ain't gonna say the particular virus, you know what I'm saying? But a virus is different. So your virus, you may have a cold, I have a cold, but it's two different colds, right?
Yeah.
The way our body. So, but when it comes together, it morphs into something stronger. That's why they can't get rid of it because they have to always create drugs for the new variation of it. That's why COVID keeps multiplying. So
Right.
when it comes to these viruses, I'm like, so he around here on camera talking about, yeah, but went so deep in a booty hole and you went too deep and you had a little piece of doo-doo on the tip and you just flip the doo-doo off and you keep going. So that means you were in somebody's immune system. And when you go in through the butt, you're directly in their immune system. That's why it would plant. It would plant.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing. Here's the thing. So so I'll never forget, like when he said, I was just like, he got that right when he said I was a prophetess.
Mm-hmm.
Because boy, did he call me what I did? Because when I tell you, when I found out what those boys were saying about him,
Right.
and every lie that he had told me, and I said, ain't no way, Larry, ain't no way they lying. And I'll never forget him telling, and I even called him when I was doing the interview. I said, I'm looking at you apologizing to Levante from your Facebook, the same Facebook you got right now. Talking about you had dreams and visions, and God had came and told you all this stuff, and you know that he was on your heart and you needed to reach out. Because there were some things that you had did to him that you needed to talk to him about. And I love how Levante pulled it out of him. And I said, thank you. Because I asked Levante when he came, when we were talking about doing the docuseries, I said, Levante, I cannot take your docuseries because this man is on BET. He's everywhere right now. The church knows him.
Right.
I said, and I cannot, like, you got to understand, I got a heavy church crowd too. Even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm Buddhist, I have a heavy church crowd that respects what we do, and I respect them as a church, okay? That is what makes them who they are. That is what makes them the people that they are. That's their foundation, and I will never disrespect that. I said, but however, when you're dealing with someone who has a platform, who has prayed up over these people, and these people feel like this man has saved their life in some way or form for that 888 or 777, okay?
Right.
I need a receipt. I need you to go. And I said, any messages between y'all? He was like, Tasha, I don't have no message. I said, Levante, you got to go get them, baby. That's the only way I can do it. It's the only way I can do it. You got to understand what I'm up against. Okay?
Yeah.
Larry got BT behind him. That lawsuit, I want that lawsuit to not even form. You ever seen a lawsuit form from Larry Reid against me?
Not one. Not at
It
all.
ain't. It ain't gonna form. It ain't because I got the receipts that I needed. Okay. And I said, thank you, Levante gave them to me. And I said, do you have any messages between? He was like, yeah, I got messages. I said, send them all to me. He sent me a screen record. And I remember going through them. I was sitting on my couch. It was when we first had moved to Florida, back to Florida. And I went through them and I said, Levante, did you know that he apologized to you for doing this? And he was like, he did. I said, yeah. But he had been caught up in all the spiritual talk.
Right.
So those were the messages that I called Larry. I said, so you don't have no messages of you apologizing to Larry. I mean, apologize to Levante about what you did to him. Because if you truly didn't do anything to him, why apologize?
Exactly.
Can you tell me what you're apologizing for? Well, I mean, he felt. No, ain't about he felt. That man was a child.
Exactly.
So I'm like, so now his only defense is Tasha K wanted 250,000 to do a reality show. Larry knows we had discussed when we were cool before these allegations came to my knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
doing a joint show.
Right.
Even me using his production crew at the time that we were going to pay. We did not need Larry's money. Do you see the movies and stuff that we rolling out over here?
Absolutely.
We did not. Larry likes to make it all about money.
Every time.
He out here just buying people houses in Virginia. Child, give me a second.
Oh,
But Inez, they sure do need to get your brighten up glycolic silic hydrolonic acid, baby, because this is the reason why my skin is glowing. Y'all need to be dropping that link, baby. I got my second bottle. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I got the whole skincare line, but this is my favorite product, baby.
yeah, I'm gonna have to put
Yes.
the link in
Yeah.
there. I was not planning on that, so you put me on the
You
spot.
need to put the link in there. I was not gonna come on here and be like, no, I'm like, no, you gonna push these products black owned too, and you a black esthetician. Y'all see that skin up over there? She ain't playing. She all natural.
Yeah, let me find this link.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's all good. But listen, when you interviewed, oh my God, what was Larry's freak that he got married to somebody and so he could get citizenship or whatever? What was his name?
You talking about Lester?
Yeah, Lester.
We need to put that in a few hours. We do need to put that on YouTube. We're talking about Lester. So Lester was the international soccer player. Okay.
Right.
That Larry had trafficked over here to the United States for some butt. Okay. We did a whole interview on that. And so what happened was he didn't know that Lester was going to keep receipts. So Lester ended up having a relationship with this man in return for getting him citizenship. And then he ended up selling rotted tooth Latrice, the one that said she was lesbian but had rotted teeth. And I was like, I know you are infecting these women with some sort of BV, some sort of mouth, feet disease, something. Okay. Ain't no way you out here and you talking about you a chef. Okay. Yeah. And so the thing about it is, like, and so he had married just to keep him in the country so Larry could get his booty, and he bragged that he was messing with an international soccer player.
Yeah.
And so that soccer player got fed up with Larry. And what do they always do? They call me. Exactly. And so, yeah, even though the soccer player wasn't innocent because he had a pregnant woman out here, a girlfriend, and he was letting Larry hit him in the butt, right? And he claimed he was a chef too. Everybody's a chef. Everybody's this. He puts them on a payroll. That is trafficking. And let's not forget, like, I'm gonna call Donald Trump, and I'm gonna tell Donald Trump myself that Larry and his people are trafficking people over here for butt and then selling citizenships behind the United States back.
No, Trump, don't play about that.
Trump will be. Thank you, Tasha. And I know Angela Stanton that got Trump on speed dial. Exactly. He better be careful. That's why he out the country in Dubai. So his charges don't come up next. But the Dubai extradites to the US.
They do. They definitely do.
But Lester, we got to put that interview out. We sure do. Mm-hmm. Next time I have to take off because, my daughter got some stuff. She got a lot of graduation stuff coming up. But she's getting ready to graduate from high school. So I'm going to be taking a lot of time off. And I will be doing pre-recorded shows, but I will make sure Lester hits the internet. I sure will.
Let me respond to somebody in the chat. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show the comment. Cherry. This is the type of business that we need to be minding, because the fact that Larry Reid has the nerve to be trying to expose other people when he has been doing some evil shit. He's an evil person. So to come over here talking about Tasha is always in somebody's business and she's an evil person, I really think you're talking about the wrong one. So maybe you need to take that comment over to Larry's channel or whatever he does, wherever he goes, because I know he likes to go to other content creators' channels to respond.
But Cherry, beautiful. You gotta look at it like this. Cherry can stay. She said we always in somebody's business, but she up over here in our business.
Right.
How would you even know if you didn't hit the link, baby? Enjoy your wine. They just like to project. Oh, this is just so wrong. But they can't, they steady commenting and watching. Oh, this is so wrong. If it's so wrong, don't do it. It's just like you being on the wrong job. Sometimes we stay because we need the money. There's something that's making you stay here.
Exactly.
We love it. Make sure you buy Inez Beauty's Brighten Up Serum while you're down there, okay? Share the link.
Yeah.
So I love it. All right, well, go ahead.
Comment, but yes. So I saw this maybe a couple of days ago, because years ago you did the interview with Jaguar Wright, and then people tried to say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you,"
Mm-hmm.
whatever, at the time. But you saw some things. You was just picking up on some stuff at the time, and now so many people are like, even if they're not admitting it, that Tasha was right. Because I saw a video the other day, did not watch it. But the video title was Jaguar Wright threatened my family. Now the gloves are off. And this is somebody that's like in the Christian sector
Yes.
that interviewed her. And now I guess she's threatening their family. I'm like, why don't people listen? I know people like to say Tasha isn't telling the truth or whatever, but maybe you might want to listen because
That's just the way that they try to discredit the platform. But the whitos, we're here now. There's nothing they can say. It's so small now. It's so small. The voices, oh, pay Cardi. Oh, you're a liar. It was
right,
like, we can't hear you. We're up here. We're up here. Sorry. The
yeah,
white, oh, because it's authentic over here. But like that Jaguar Wright shit, like that was hilarious. Cause I knew my thing is like I'm willing to get dragged, cussed out, unfollowed because it's the truth I'm standing on.
right,
I already knew about Jag was rolling. All you had to do was slow down her stories and listen. It's sort of like how people get got in church. It's sort of like how Larry was getting little boys and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They use a lot of scriptures, a lot of big words, a lot of fascinating stories and stuff instead of just saying it plain as day. Why
exactly,
does somebody need to go into the scripture and this is why the flower and God said, and he's a monster because he's in this industry and he does this. And it's like, how you know all this if you wasn't there?
right, yeah,
But I'll never forget, I lost 60,000 followers in one swipe when I called that lady a liar. And then they was like, apologize. And then they doubled down on all 30,000 more. I said, I don't give a damn. Just like y'all came, they came back 3 months later. Look at y'all. Oh, you couldn't stay from over here because I got the wine.
right,
I got the wine. Jaguar is, I just be like, when they be calling me, oh, Tasha, I don't believe this, like the Benzino stuff. I was like, listen, I really don't care if you believe it or not. I'm putting out the story. It is what it is.
right,
For your consumption.
for your
Slide
consumption.
to the left, slide up, slide to the right, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, Chicago Cloud. We deep in this hole. For real. But ain't nothing they can do but just join us. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point. Like she
That's
just gonna do what she gonna do.
right.
Exactly. Exactly. So
Yeah, Regina, it's Larry. We were talking about Larry Reid, but
get Larry, coming my mom only if you under the age of 17,
whew,
read.
yeah, and that's
Yes.
see, and what you were just talking about with the way they speak and whatever, because
Mhm.
they get mesmerized and hypnotized by the bullshit that comes out of people like him out of their
Mhm.
mouth.
Absolutely.
And so it's like
Absolutely.
they're giving this dude money and they're doing all, and it's just like, what are y'all listening to? It's crazy. I just don't get it. And when Official King Jives, when he was on, Wine is a New Tea, and I've been subscribed to him for years too. For years, he's been talking about Larry Reid. I never followed Larry Reid. I would see some little things here and there, but
Mhm.
for years, he
And
was
I remember somebody bringing up Official King Jives, and the way I met him, he could tell you. I literally said to him, I said, "You better tell me what I need to know, or I'm coming for you." He said, "Tasha, what you need to know?" Because
yeah,
I'm not playing with you right now. I said, "Do you know? Did you know that Larry was doing all this out here?" Because at this point, I had felt like they played me. I didn't know who to try. I was like, I felt like they played me, and you trying to play on my brand. Like
yeah,
how I'm out here exposing R. Kelly, and you doing this same thing. I took that shit personal. So I was like, you need to give me what I need. He said, Tasha, I'll give you anything you need. What you need. And he gave it all to me. I said, nah, I need all the boys. I was like, Larry, don't you ever in your life saying that I lied with you, knowing that you did that. Knowing it wouldn't have went down. And I had you around my kids. My nigga, like for real? Like he didn't
Right.
touch him or nothing, but you came in my house. Nobody comes in my house with that type of energy, that type of spirit. That'll get you really done up. For
Mm-hmm.
real. Where I
Yeah.
come from. Seriously. So, Larry, like I said, God gonna handle that. God gonna handle that.
Yeah.
But that's how I met King John's. And since then, me and King John's been like this. Anytime it's anything. Now that's where people need to go to get the real
Oh yeah.
church news.
Please go to Official King Jives. I'm telling you, he.
Yeah, he got it. Larry didn't have it. Larry was out here trying to extort these pastors because they all ran in the same orgy circles.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He.
Buying Louis Vuitton bags, Gucci bags. In return, the boys get houses in Virginia.
Uh, woof.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, and no, you're right because Official King Jazz, he's not in those circles. He is real about who he is. Larry refuses to admit he is a gay man. Okay, and it's just something about these guys that just won't admit it because it's like we already know. I'm in the beauty industry, and years ago I rented a room in a salon, and the owner of the salon was a white man. We all knew he was gay, but when I first met him, he was telling me about his he was telling me about his wife, and I was shocked. I was like, wife. And, and I saw his house. He had this big, beautiful house in this gated community. And the wife, she was struggling and she had children or whatever. So it was a marriage of convenience. I was like, we know you gay because he's like, hey, girl, and whatever. And it's like, there's no way I would be married to a man that is like that. That
That's
just
called a beard.
a
That's
bear.
called a beard.
But he
You
refused
know,
to admit
especially when especially when beards use you out here to prove to their followers that they're not gay.
yeah. So whatever. I mean, you want to live in delusion and that's fine, but it's like we already know. So the
Hmm.
fact that you won't admit it and you're doing the type of stuff you're doing too, that you're just an outright liar. So
It
that's
happened with somebody that I knew. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I pop up, never seen this person with a woman ever. See-through shirts on, cross earrings. Swear they wasn't gay, right?
Right.
Then they pop up on the platform with a woman kissing on them. And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, you're trying to prove that you're not.
You're trying to convince
It's
yourself.
called a beard.
Mm.
Sometimes the women don't even be knowing that they beards. And then when they get what they want, they send them back. They send them back to where they got them from. And don't take up for them. Don't
Right.
help them fight. Don't help them do nothing.
Mm-mm. No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Oh my. Oh
But
my.
child, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ask your questions, honey. I was just throwing little shots.
I'm processing all of this stuff because it's like I knew it was deep, and I know the people in the chat. We appreciate you sharing all of that because
Yeah.
it pisses me off when people in the church, especially, will make excuses for these leaders, knowing that they're doing some dirty shit, and then you want to make the victim out to be the villain. Levante was the victim. I don't care if he just turned the year of consent age or whatever in the state at the time. It does not matter. He
He
was a
had been grooming that little boy. He had been grooming that little boy, buying them boxes, doing gay tests. Let me see if you get like, come on, like when I heard and there's more stuff still coming out. Like
yeah.
I kid you not, there's more stuff. We could talk about this man forever, but when I tell you, I don't think we'll have that kind of time
No, no.
because I think God got other plans going on with Larry.
I think so. I think so too.
And something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Yeah. And I'm just here to say I'm glad I watched the replay of the live you did where you were just when you were talking about Nyla's channel, getting Nyla's channel back up, and then you were just letting it go and just like, look, I apologize. I'm waving the white flag. Like I'm done with that.
Yeah, you can ask me. You can ask me anything you want about it. I mean, that's
Yeah, no,
cool.
I'm glad you let it go because I know for you and for me, I felt the energy and it felt like it was just like so exhausting to have to come to defend yourself, respond to all of that, and being surprised by, this person saying they wrote a book and all this stuff when it's like, hold up, wait a minute.
I was exhausted because that's what the nature of our relationship was, always me being exhausted,
Mm,
me being tired. I'm already a high energy person, right? And so me with another high energy person, it's like double the energy. So I get exhausted more. And it was just a whirlwind of, when I say something, it's like, okay, I chopped it up to being young, being immature, and then it just got like, this ain't gonna change. Like, this ain't gonna change. But when it came to and I would like you to be more specific when you answer the question, so I don't go off into, because
well,
I
no, no,
can
no,
go a lot
it's
of,
cool.
I can
Like,
go a lot of places now.
I know
But
you can, but I'm just saying, when you just finally decided to just say, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. What like really made you say, you know what, I just need to dead the situation because this just is not worth my energy and my time going back and forth about this.
because here's the thing, I could choose to play, like, we're all in control of what we do with our time, right? And my time has only been solely focused on building this company
Mhm.
to sustain with or without me. This will go, okay? And so when it comes to what's taking up my time and what am I getting out of that, like, I have a keen, and this is based on experience and how I was trained. It's kind of like you walking in a mall and somebody bump you. What you say? Hold up.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Half the time, why would you do that? It's a whole other thing, but you was minding your business. This is
Exactly.
kind of what happened. It was like I was minding my business, the whole team. We hadn't heard from this person in a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? As far as work wise, I do know that, like, she had an outside, somewhat a relationship with Jasmine. Jasmine said, I've only hung with her like twice. She asked me to watch the baby one time, never brought her to the house, to the office. That is all a lie. Our other employee, she was like, Slank was at the baby shower. Slank was I never talked to her outside of work ever. Like, it was a lot going on. Like, she was there to destroy. She was there to destroy because she wasn't a part of what we were doing now. And true enough, like, she, in somewhat in a different dimension, should be able to enjoy the fruits of her work,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
You were around for 5 years. You made a lot of money as a black woman.
Right.
People don't get those kind of salaries. That's why, if life was so good, you wouldn't have had to reduce yourself to being a housewife
Right.
and not working. That was the backup plan.
Mm.
So all this money that you had coming in, that's not true. Like, those things that you see on the channel are gifts from the companies. They just want promo. Okay. So here's the thing. So when it comes to that, like, I get it. I totally get it. But like, and that's why I wanted to make sure when we had what we had, we could say, hey, you did this. We didn't do this. You did this. This wasn't about a power struggle or Tasha being jealous or Tasha being insecure. This had nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
I went everywhere with this girl. We traveled together. We did everything. Okay. It had nothing to do with that. It had everything to do with the bottom line, the numbers, the numbers.
Numbers. Yeah.
Fuck all that there. What's up with this? And for a year and a half, that's what it was. So my thing about it was, now you want to pop back up because you miss it. She's a drama-based individual. You miss it. You missed it. But you failed to realize, like, my thing is, like, when you go in, and I thought maybe she had learned something from me, like, there's always three sides to a story. You come out here, you write a book. Just like how Twitch's wife wrote a book.
Right.
I don't know what's in the book. I don't plan on reading it. I only read books that help me in life. Okay. I don't read, I've never read a tell-all book. I ain't even read Confessions of a Video Vixen. That was a popular book.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even read that one. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? For what? That's truly something somebody should be saying in an interview. But for me to waste paper, ink, and things like that. And so when it comes, when it comes down to everything, it's like, hey guy, hey, give me a second, give me a second. When you guys are talking, I lose my train of thought. because I'm hearing your voices. Thank you. Sorry.
That's cool.
We gotta get a we gotta get a wall up here because it's one big nice glass like open studio and I can hear them talking. And I'm like, I'm sitting here trying to keep my thoughts together. What was the last thing that I said?
No, you were when you were talking about how you gave this opportunity to someone, they were making a lot of money and this.
Yeah. Making a lot of money that people don't get every day. You don't know one 20-year-old unless they got their own business that's making that kind of money. That's a doctor's salary. That's a nurse's salary.
Yeah,
And
doing better
she
than
took
some
it as
business
if
owners.
like we were her tricks. Like she took it
Yeah,
as if my husband was her trick. Like, or I was her trick. Oh yeah, well, you gave me the apartment. Yeah, this, that. Like, no, that was for your job. That when you did good, you did good. This is not what you got going. This is not the same situation that you got going on now with your husband. This is not what this is, or any other dude. This was a company that you work for. You may not have thought about it, but I know when she filed in Texas, she thought about it.
yeah. It was it was your employment.
Right. And that's why you're not here. It's based on employment. So you coming out here to write a book. There's three sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth.
Right.
Let's see. Let's see. So the thing of it, I got this joke. I'm like, let's see who's gonna run to the police station first. I did. Because here's the thing. When you start trying to like you threatening my kids, you threatening me, you threatening everything that we work hard to build just because you're not a part of it anymore. Because she told Jasmine 5 months ago, and Jasmine came to the office and said to me, Tasha, I think she having an epiphany. And I said, what you mean? She was just like, well, she kind of mentioned like, yeah, well, maybe I did kind of mess up and maybe I should have. I said that she knew that when she texted me when I told her to sit out of the Miami show, that she would now deviate as I had been asking her for months to let Jason in on the conversations. Had she would have let Jason in, Jason. Had she would have let Jason in on the conversation, she would still have her job because he would have made sure that everything was as it was. But she doesn't like, it's like, I'm here. I don't need nobody coming behind me. I got Jason and Shaq coming behind me.
Right.
I got Jasmine coming behind me. When I give her topics to a show, she's like, this one ain't good. Don't. Everybody got somebody holding them accountable. That's how we all support each other. But it was kind of like a me. And we're like, there's no I in team. We're a team. But anytime we had new members come on, like I had to apologize to Bondi today. I was like, Bondi, I'm sorry you got caught up in that, but I fixed it. I really did. She had no business speaking on you. There's no, her and Bondi, she didn't even know when Bondi was getting hired. She was shocked when she saw Bondi sitting there because we tried to train her
I
to be
remember.
in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And y'all said, hell no. Y'all literally was like, hell no, Tasha. We already dealt with the boy. We already dealt with the little boy that like boys. We're not doing this no more. And y'all was just over it. But when Bondi came, y'all was like, all right, we can with it. We can with it. And we've had to kind of refine Bondi a little bit. I was like, Bondi, we don't drag our viewers here. I know that they could be harsh, but these grown women, they older than you and we respect everybody's opinions. We don't block them and we don't cuss them out. The customer is always right. That's who's paying you. And we've since gotten over that and she's good. You know what I'm saying? So she understands the nature of our platform.
Yeah.
So
And Bondi's sweet, and I do see that. I've seen it in my business where you bring somebody new on, a new esthetician comes on the team, somebody who's been there for a while, then they start feeling a certain type of way, and it's like I didn't bring this person on to take anything away from you. They're here to build up their own career. You shouldn't feel threatened by that, but I don't know what it is. Sometimes people just feel threatened by it, but.
and for that reason, that is the reason why I am enrolling myself in Harvard leadership courses.
Yeah.
Okay. I sure am because, I don't know a boss out here that can cuss their employees out.
Mm-mm. Well, Diddy tried it, and you see where he's at now. So
Yeah. But he had other
it's not
plans for them.
recommended. Exactly.
He had other plans for them. And so, but me, I don't have no other plans for them. I'm like, you truly Okay. Now you got my energy. Because I'm a real human at the end of the day.
That's it.
And so even this whole situation, people are like, are you gonna put people on NDAs? No. I just know how to hire people now.
Mhm.
I just know how to hire people now. I don't need to put them on NDAs because nothing we do is secretive.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I keep my sources secret, but only one other person got access to the sources. Not even Jasmine got access to the sources. Like, and Jason ain't finna come out here and tell nobody nothing.
Right.
That man been around for 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? Jason is all about, he's not a chatty patty. He's not like, not a gay man that like, that's not him. He
Yeah.
is, here we go. Whenever I need a source, if we get hit with a cease and desist or something, we start compiling shit, give it to the lawyers. Here you go. Normally those cases go away. There you go. All right, cool. So, but for the most part, like I know how to hire now. And that was honestly, it wasn't her. She wasn't the last seed, bad seed. She was because she did plant a seed. She really did.
Yeah.
There was another girl that she had brought in we had got rid of as well too a year later. But you know, they were friends and I didn't care. I was like, I don't care what you got going on with her. I don't care if you talk to her. I don't care if you come see her. I just need my work.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
just need my work. You don't work in studio. You are virtual, so you don't know what's going on in the office or what what was going on. She actually called me and asked me, "Can I have Chelsea's salary?" I said, "For what?" Matter of fact, I got the emails.
Ooh.
So while Chelsea was out here like trying to cap for, she said you forged her signature. I was like, did she call you and tell you that she asked for my salary? She
Ooh.
was happy you was gone. It took her a year. If that was truly your friend, she would have went behind you. Because both of them was trying to plot to get Jason fired. When I first got, he's giving me anxiety. We can't work under these conditions. Like Tasha, please. I'm like, no, I need your reports. Whatever Jason said we need. We need your weekly reports. We need all the work that you've done. We need the people that you've reached out to. And bottom line, we're scaling. We're seeing all of your work process. Y'all ain't just gonna be sitting home collecting checks and I'm not getting my work. No, we're not doing that. So he put and he's very nice about it. Hey guys, so we're gonna be doing weekly reports, and so I'll expect these on my desk at 9 a.m. on Fridays or on the work that you've done with links
Mhm.
and receipts and phone numbers to the people that you spoke to.
That's it.
Oh, they lost their shit.
Let me tell
Oh,
you,
they lost their shit. Oh
it
my
does
god.
it
Oh,
every single time because, like
oh.
I told
And I was out the
Star,
picture. I had changed my number. They couldn't call me directly. They couldn't
exactly.
get to me to complain. I was like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Jason was like, Tasha, go to the beach. I got it. Because they get paid a lot of money.
Right.
Like, and they're playing with me. These are black women. Like, I could be out here hiring other races that don't understand nothing we doing up over here, like TMZ people.
Oh,
And they can literally eat off the what do you call it? Like the expose of our culture. I would never do that. I would never. I don't care. I would never. These will be black people. But when I tell you the other girl that she was like, yeah, you did this, I was like, that's what she told you? She didn't tell you that she asked for your salary? She didn't tell me that she was more qualified than you? You know what I'm saying? She didn't tell you nothing that she didn't walk out the door when you left, even though y'all was trying to plot to get Jason fired when he had just first got hired. She didn't tell you none of that, did she? But you out here, Alex said that she introduced you to your agent. Okay, true. Alex did, and that's her name. Alex did introduce me to the agent that I work with, but we work together.
mhm.
This man don't put no money in my pocket. He gets paid off of me. So why would I give you somebody like a percentage? She wanted 10%, the same fee as the manager, the agent.
Mm.
Agents get 10%. Why would I give somebody who referred me to an agent? And the only reason you know that agent, exclusive. The only reason you know that agent, because I know they're gonna be watching,
Yeah.
is because you are sleeping with his client who has a fiance.
Oops.
You introduced me like you are Michael Blackston's side bitch.
Mm.
Side, because nobody sees y'all together.
Wow.
So why would I give you a percentage of what we're making? And then for her, and then when I saw Chelsea coming out here talking about, oh, she said that you're making $4,000 a show. That's not true. That's not true because each ticket price was different. You bought a ticket, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't they have different ticket tiers? And when
Yes.
you have different ticket tiers and you have different seats in each venue, doesn't that change the number of seats and the variations of what you get paid? But
Yes.
this what this girl that's your friend told you. But like I said, as soon as you left, she didn't come to you and say, girl, no, because you had told me that she was working at Macy's and this is why she needed the job. And she was working with Macy's while being Michael Blackson's side chick and while working for me
Mm,
and Kyle. And me and Kyle fired the girl together from the neighborhood talk because she worked from the neighborhood talk too. It was these BBL girls. They all got BBLs. They all got weaves down their back. They all socially climbed to get to where um to get to wherever they're going.
mm-hmm. Wherever they're trying to go, right?
Okay. To get to wherever they're going, wherever they want to go in life, they all socially climb. I had this conversation with Alex. I said, Alex, do you want to sell your pussy for the rest of your life, or you want to be in control? Because you calling me talking about you need more hours and more work, but I don't have what it is that you do up over here. We don't sell pussy
Mm-mm.
over here.
Nope.
I need your work. Give me the interviews. I'll give it to you. So my thing is like that culture of these girls that are always on trips and no men, you don't see no men around them in the pictures. They side bitches, they this, they that, and then they try to plug themselves in with the entertainment culture like they're that girl.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, it's like, what if the side nigga go? What if Tasha go? What you gonna do? There's no access. Now you back at Macy's talking about, can you smell this cologne, please?
And they shutting
Please.
those Macy's down. So, yeah.
I'm just saying. So, but like I said, there's no bad blood. But I'm just saying for her to be out here, I'm like, you're writing a book. I said, yeah, I'm gonna get my percentage up front. Absolutely. Because I'm not gonna sue you because I know you ain't got nothing. I know you ain't got nothing. So we're gonna get this up front and I'm gonna help promote it. Because that's the type of person I am. I'm not reading it. The winos want to support, go ahead. But just know if you a hater or a wino, you're supporting me. So even the ones that was like, oh, Tasha K getting her karma, baby, I'm getting paid for my karma. There's a difference.
Right.
Okay. I'm getting paid for my karma. And so the thing about it is, it's like, yeah, like we wouldn't be here because I think she forgot that maybe I had gone too corporate and that I wasn't going to, when she started like recording putting recordings of Jason out and all this. And I was like, now I'm about to get in the mud with you.
Right.
And sometimes with her, like people like her, I'm like, I gotta go where they would go, to the police station. Because that's where she went on Vaughn, and he didn't belong in jail. That's where she went on her ex that she met through my show, and he didn't belong in jail. So why not do the same thing to you?
Right.
I could at any moment. I could. But I'm not gonna do that because you're a new mother.
Mhm.
You're a new mother.
Yeah, and you gave her grace, and that, and I know you did it. You did it in consideration of her and her family and all of that. But I know you also did that for you because it was like to continue to have to deal with that. It drags you down, and I get it
Mm-hmm.
because that's why, like, I had employees in the past that stole
Mm-hmm.
money and just, done a lot of stuff that's just like stole
I'm
clients,
listening
all of
to
that.
you. I'm
And
just getting this.
oh no, you're
I'm just
good.
no,
And
I'm just getting this point. I'm just getting this case number just so people would know how serious this is. I wrote down the case number that the police officer gave to me. So
yeah,
if things get thick out here, like I said, I took down my video.
yeah,
You
you
know,
did.
she the one suggested that we should take down the videos. I take down my video, you take down your video. I took down my video. Her videos are still up. But I
Right,
don't care. I don't care. That was her suggestion. What I told you was do your book promo. But the moment you upload a team recording, trying to spin a narrative or put anything out of my kids or threaten me, baby, I'm coming for the whole household. And you know how to do that.
right.
So I suggested, she was like, oh, well, I woke up today and I had a change of heart. I bet you did. But while you're having a change of heart, your warning is this. I'm trying to get this claim number from Mouth TV. Give me a second.
Oh, you're
I
good.
know, I know Mouth TV is in the chat. Shout out to Mouth TV because I used to ask her about Mouth TV videos. I said, how do they know your business? How do they know your business? And she, I don't know. They just follow me. I'm like, no, 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 no. The stuff that they would put out about her, I said, how would they know this? You know this? I don't know them. Some may add up, and some may write in the milk. Give me 1 second. Hold on for a second.
No, you're good.
I got to get this case number. I sure do. Hold on, hold on. That's from yesterday. I'm gonna get it though. I sure am. I think I put it on my hold on. Oh yeah, I emailed it to myself. I sure did. Yes, I did. Case. Got it. So the officer, okay, so the lawyer, I got a criminal lawyer, so his name is Kramer down in Fort Lauderdale. But the case number is hashtag write this down in the chat, y'all. Okay, so y'all can look it up. The case number is number 34250202292. Case number for the police report in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Number 342502022292. This was the warning. They already asked me,
Yeah.
do you want us to go pick her up since she made the threats on the video?
Right.
I said, hold that thought. Because my next step won't have them pick her up. I'll just put a restraining order on her with this and with the videos. And then if that doesn't work, then she can violate the restraining order and them is going to do what they're going to do. But she did the right thing by retreating and she can still promote her book.
Right.
But the moment I see a recording,
you said promote the book.
The moment I see anything about my child,
right.
The moment I see you threatening me, baby, I'm telling them where the box is. I'm telling them where the dope at.
Yeah, because those lines were crossed. So you have
crossed those lines first. Yeah. Line talking about my baby was autistic.
Well, that's what I'm
saying. What are you doing? You haven't even seen my baby since he had just turned 2 and went to Mali. You haven't seen my baby. You haven't talked to him. Not a picture, not a video, not a nothing. And your baby is too young for you to be out here putting diagnoses on babies.
Please, yeah.
Because let's not forget, you had your baby from an old man.
Yeah, so I mean, I say that to say anybody who wants to make it seem like you're in the mess, you have been responding.
I am responding.
And
last time I checked, we was good. I said I'm not going to discuss no business with you on the baby shower card. Here's your stuff. That's it.
Right.
That's it. You coming up out here talking about, oh, you don't roll. Okay, well, what we doing? So that was my thing. And that's what I want people to understand. Yes, I have people that I do stories on, but I don't maliciously just be like, yo, I'm coming for this. Now you mess with some children, I'm coming for you like I came for Larry Reid. That's different.
Right. That's different.
That's a whole different thing. Oh boy, I'm gonna do what I got to do. I'm gonna have the winos calling every network you work for. We are going to impede on that bag. But other than that, little stories like what I did on Cardi or what I did on everybody else, that ain't had nothing. That was just media. Mm-hmm. That was media. But come for some kids. And that's why I took it personal when she came for mine. I said, oh, what we not finna do is that. Right. And y'all see Lamine. Anything look wrong with Lamine to you?
Not at all.
He look like, I'm just saying, and there's nothing wrong because I got 2 autistic nephews that are so like, you wouldn't know they're autistic unless their mom told you. Like you wouldn't know that. She has to drive my sister. Oh my God. She got a set of twins. She got an 8-year-old and 2 of her kids. Both of her sons are autistic, but they're high. What do you call it? Like high functioning. And they do things like they have like their stems and stuff like that. But when I tell you, at 1 year old, her son, I would say spell tree. He would spell it. I would say spell house. He would spell it. At 1 year old. Her son started talking at 1. And then the other son, math. Like, I'm like, yo, what's 999 plus 786? He's 5 years old and can answer that. They're doing a Rubik's cubes. So let's just say my son was autistic. So what that mean?
Yeah, and why was that even spoken of?
That's
Why
what I'm
was that
saying, because
even
she was
relevant?
trying to be
Exactly.
nasty. She was trying
Exactly.
to be nasty. I knew what she was trying to do. And I'm like, I could be nastier,
Mhm.
but I don't want to do that to you. I didn't even want to do that to you. So
Right.
she can blame that on, oh, it's my husband's fault as to why I told you we shouldn't have did this. No, you should have told yourself not to write a book on somebody that can match your energy to the level at which you would go, which is to the police, to
Mhm.
have them locked up, to put restraining orders on them. I would do you the same way you did Vaughn when you came out there with them bogus allegations against him and apologized to him.
Yeah.
But we since let bygones be bygones,
Mhm.
and like I said, she want to pop out, I could pop out too. That's
Right.
just what it's gonna be. But I'm not gonna pop out and argue. I'm not gonna pop out and you ain't gonna see now one video on my platform or whatever. I'm gonna pop out and I'm gonna give y'all the police report. I'm gonna give y'all the restraining order. Everything is gonna be public knowledge. And I'm gonna pop out with that mugshot. And I'm gonna pop out with them feds up over there at her husband's smoke shops. He better move it somewhere else.
Yeah, and I was just hoping that she would have just let it go. And you, like I said, you was giving her grace. You talked about you. I don't know. I'm not saying she has postpartum, but she may be, because sometimes after you've had children, we go through stuff, and you're more
I
emotional.
had a very, very good friend text me saying, Tasha, stop saying she got postpartum because she could probably use that in court. That's true, right? But everything ain't postpartum.
And you ain't getting off. These judges ain't letting you off. If you did something wrong, they don't care if you have postpartum. They don't care about your excuses.
Because my thing is, if you're truly happy up over there, why are you out on the internet doing all this? If your house is true, if your household, if your life is really like that, and we know people that really got it don't brag about it. And she's always been like, when I tell you that the amount of fakeness we used to just be clocking on her, like if you look at her likes on her Instagram page, they're all Indian people. Like, or she would, I would personally catch her on Fiverr buying like bots to send to, because she doesn't get paid unless people click on links, right? So all these links that she's selling people, you get paid when you click on links. I don't do that kind of business.
You're
No,
right.
baby, you're gonna pay me. Ain't no link clicking. But for her, like when she puts up these videos with these sponsored bags and, oh, this person gave me this, she will pay somebody, and she has a guy that she pays, and she's talked to us about this, and we're like, what are you doing? She would pay somebody from like Fiverr to send backlinks to make it look like she's getting all this engagement, but she's not. And that's how she's able to keep, and get these little $100 checks here, $50 checks here, $300 checks here. But if you a kept woman, you don't need to do all that. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's my thing. The baby was the backup plan. The baby was the backup plan because when she left my office, she was like, I got $6,000 worth a month worth of bills. Mind you, she had moved this dude in. I got $6,000 worth a month worth of bills. I get paid 7,000. What am I supposed to do? I don't know, but I know the team about to get their bonus. See you. Next thing you know, she pregnant. I said, good girl, good girl, good girl. You know what to do.
Oh, that's why.
You know what to do. Even my husband told her what to do. Even my husband told her, he's like, Chelsea, I don't see anybody at your age adhering to these morals and values that you have. You're going to have to date an older man. He told her in my face. You're gonna have to get somebody that's kind of on the verge of senile to put up with what they put up with. And you see what they dealing with. You saw how she was gaslighting that man. You see how they talking about you being a felon and my baby has changed his life. She was just gaslighting that old man. He said, I'm just trying to do my job. I have done my time. I am an upstanding citizen. I said, boy, if he only knew, but he don't know. So when she came out, because I saw the video on Joe Beauty, when she came out talking about, you think my husband finna divorce me? You think he got the mentality to go and fill out paperwork and go do all this and that. I'll be honest with you, he probably don't even know the day that he got married. That was the backup plan. That was the Tasha K. That was the Tasha K backup plan. But like I said, if life was good, you wouldn't be out here. You would be happy. You wouldn't be bragging. Money doesn't brag.
Right.
Money doesn't brag. It doesn't. That's why she was so like Shaq. And Shaq gave me this and Shaq gave me that because Shaq is really like that. I say, baby, make the transfer. He makes the transfer. He didn't want to make no transfer to you. That was coming from me.
Right.
From a business account. You act like it was coming from his personal account. Like, are you serious? Like, Shaq did this, Shaq did that because you got the mind of a hoe. That's how hoes think. That's a whole thing. So my thing is like, you can sit out here and play like you was mistress and you was all that, but where are you at now? Living in the same apartment that we got you, that we put the money down on, with a man you moved in that you can't even put on the lease. Girl, play with somebody else that ain't been here before. See, she's young. She doesn't understand that older women like me and you're not even that old. I'm just saying. We done seen this. We know this.
Right.
There's nothing out here you can try to put out. We literally sit behind the scenes and we be laughing. We be like, here she go, child. How y'all doing? What's up? Oh, that's what new body get you? New titties? Ass shots? Ass shots? That an old man can't even stay hard for 30 seconds. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. And like I said, because everything I'm telling you, I done said on other platforms, I done gave you a little bit extra. But for the most part, Tasha could have hired an Indian, Chinese, Latino with no issue. Thank you. I sure could have, but I wanted to put, and I'm still gonna put money in my people's pockets.
Right.
I'm not letting this scallywag mess up nothing at all. Like, no, it's not happening. So my thing is like, when it come down to it, like it's the delusions of grandeur for me. Like, and she's so delusional. She doesn't even see that people see right through her. For real. Because I'm like this stuff I could I'll never forget this. This is the last story I'm gonna tell about her.
Yeah.
But like she was trying to go to Bali. She ain't got no friends. No friends. She was trying to go to Bali. She kept saying, I'm going to Bali. She tried to get Jasmine to go to Bali. I said, Jasmine ain't going nowhere. Jasmine got to work. You go out here on these free promo trips. So when you see her in these destination vacations, there's a site that you can go to. I forgot the name of the site, but they'll give you 2 nights free and you get the 3rd night if you just buy your flight and stuff like that. And they'll give you all the food and everything, long as you review the resort, right? So a lot of times she would be by herself on these trips because she didn't have a man to travel with her. And, she didn't have no friends. So when she went to Bali, she was like, I need, she'd sitting there around me and say, I got to get a 1st class ticket. Now, mind you, she was with her husband at the time. Right? Yeah. I need to get a 1st class ticket. I need a 1st class ticket. We was like, for what? I'm going to Bali. Okay, cool. She had saw Taraji P go to Bali. She wanted to go to Bali. Okay. I was like, but why do you need to buy a 1st class ticket? She was like, because I have to stunt. So I was like, you ain't got the money? She was like, no, I ain't got the money. I was like, oh, okay. I thought Big Daddy was handling Big Daddy things. Thought he was like that, right? So she was trying to, I guess, tell us, well, is there extra work I can do? We was like, no, there's no extra work. I said, but what you can do is you can do what me and Shaq do. Me and Shaq don't typically fly 1st class, right? However, we will buy an economy ticket that's next to business. And the day of or the day before the flight leaves, if they have so many flight seats open, they'll let you bid on those. So I fly with Ethiopian Airlines all the time to go to Mali to see my son. Okay. And so what they'll typically do is I'll buy a regular economy ticket, but it won't be in the back like 32. They only let the people that are like mid-economy do it. And then the day of, whereas they were selling that 1st class ticket for $8,000, they may offer it to me for $400 extra.
Yeah.
So she ended up getting her 1st class ticket to Bali for a business upgrade, and we told her what to do. And so she got in there for an extra $400 on top of her economy ticket. I would never give a flight to, I won't even fly private. I could fly private. I don't want to fly private for what? Right. For who? I see winos all the time in the airport. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm in 16F, baby. This is what we got. They be like, Tasha, I done had winos come from the first class to talk to me in the bag. Hey, girl, what you doing? Nothing. Fly. We're going to the same place, right?
Right.
Even the flight attendants. Oh my God. I'm literally. They were like, Tasha, you going back in? Absolutely, baby. It was free. It was a free seat. It was a free seat. I am very frugal. Very. I spend money on things that I like, which is experiences.
That's being smart. That's being smart.
Experiences. So many people have been in my industry and they are broke. Why they are broke? Trying to keep up with who? So you can post what? For
Right.
whom?
For
And
who?
half the time you create situations where, and that's the reason why she didn't have no friends, is because they couldn't keep up with her. Last story. It's about the flights, but last story. And then we can move on to something else.
Yeah.
Her friends, the friend that I told that I had said on Nyla's page was a scammer. She brought the lady in my house when she made $1 million and she had mirrored somebody's business. I was like, how she make $1 million at 27? Like I've made 500,000, but $1 million at 27 in 1 month. What did she do? But she mimicked somebody's business, and when they went to pay, she drove them up in the search engine. Like I said, they got these people on Fiverr that they use to help they websites rank, help they pages rank, all that stuff. I can tell you of plenty of creators right now that you would be shocked at who's buying likes and but got 300. How you got 80,000 likes, but you got 300 comments? Make it make sense. Come on now.
Yeah.
Seriously. I get those on a post with 2,000 likes. Come on. You see what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but they have a way of driving the algorithm in the search engine by buying this, and it costs money to do it. But like, she ended up mirroring somebody's business. But I'll never forget. She was like, my birthday's coming up, and they wanted to take a private jet over to Bahamas from Florida. And so I was like, y'all finna get on a private jet to the Bahamas, and JetBlue got first class right here or Delta. And so she was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. So they all ended up paying, I think it was like $1,000 each for the private jet. And I said, oh, but I thought she had the money. She was like, no, well, she charging us. Come to find out, it was a propeller plane. It wasn't a private jet, it was a propeller plane. And they was all stacked up with their champagne glasses and back to back. Hey girl. And it was loud. That, because it was a propeller plane. And I was just like, I looked at the video. She was like, I was so scared. I booked a Delta flight back home. I said, so, private and propeller planes are different, right? She was like, yeah. And I said, so how much did y'all pay for that? She said, 10,000. I said, there's no way you paid 10,000 for a propeller plane.
Oh
And
my.
I gave her a site for, if I want to take a private jet right now, I can get a seat right now for 2,000. A real private jet. I said, so you basically hired somebody who had a little plane that he had bought, kept in his backyard somewhere, and you truly could have been over the Bermuda Triangle.
Child. Oh my God.
It sounds like a box fan, Deborah. The matter of fact, the video is probably still up on her page. I was like, it's the faking it till you make it for me that's going wrong.
It's so stupid. But
Like,
that's social media culture where they stay on looking at what other people are doing and they want to do the same or compete or show off or whatever. And it's so stupid.
so that's the book. That's the tell-all book on her. But I'm just saying, like, I know she be out here saying her life is this, her life is that. My thing is, if it's really like that, you don't have to talk about it. Do I get out here talking and bragging about my life? I don't do it.
Mm-mm.
For what? I can have what I have today, be gone tomorrow. I kid you not, I got a call from the president of a big record label. They said, Tasha, I heard you move offices. And I said, what you talking about? So, and she was like, I heard you move offices. I said, what do you mean moved offices? She said, you got the biggest office in the building. I said, what? Now, this lady had never been to my office, right? And I was just like, what are you talking about? She was like, yeah, like, I got some people that work in that building. And they was like, yo, Tasha K like moved to the biggest, most expensive office. And I said, who told you that? I was so mad. It wasn't like I was trying to hide it, but it was like, but who told you that? People truly that came to interview saw the office. Like this office is it's nice. But like, why does that matter? Because I'm in an establishment with all white people, lawyers, doctors, and how is it that she got the biggest office? Well, I got big celebrities coming through. They need privacy.
Mhm.
Chelsea wasn't even a part of that office upgrade. She was gone before we got it. Even though in that same building we had one, two, three, we had 4 different offices. So it was like we had combined them into one. And it was huge. People came in and they was like, holy shit, we had it's a control room, screens everywhere. They was like, and we had it like that so they couldn't rob us. They couldn't come take nothing. You had to go through door to get to where we are. Because the office that we had took, they had before we got a new office now. We got to renovate, we got a better office, right? But we still over there, but I still have an office over there in that building.
Yeah.
Right. So, but they were defense contractors and they worked in arms dealing. So the office that people were coming into was a secure bit, like it was secure because they was doing arms dealing to the government. So I was like, baby girl, like don't try to come out here and play. Like I get it. You want to make it seem like Sheck was this, Sheck was that, Sheck was this. Sheck is like that. And he's like, and if we put wallet to wallet, bankruptcy or no bank, because my husband is not in bankruptcy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, your husband, he's a petty dope dealer. Still living in the apartment that we got you.
Child, let's respond to this because I want to dead this, and people like this, you never dead it. But please tell the people that you get paid to run your mouth so that you can pay your bills. It's just so stupid.
And I'm getting paid too. Well, I'm helping Beautifully Honest get paid right now. So while y'all down there and y'all all these, yes, please don't forget to get her Brighten Up serum to take away dark spots and to even your skin tone and to make your highlighted levels just glow and glowy. Okay, this is Inez Elizabeth Beauty, formula made by her. Okay, and while we're here, we're watching ads. Every click and a view matters. Y'all know I don't care. I don't block you. I don't give. You can have your opinion and you can feel that way, but make sure you like or unlike the video on your way out.
And we thank you for showing up. But yeah, Tasha K, she is working to pay her bills. And
yeah, I got bills to pay. People waiting on their money, child.
I mean, like the effing president of the United States has done this multiple times, okay? It is a business move. It is something called bankruptcy protection so that you can continue to operate, so that you can come to agreements to pay these things. And so instead, this issue about you need to pay that's what the hell you're doing.
The thing. Like the bankruptcy is a big boy bankruptcy. Okay. It's not a small bankruptcy. Exactly. And like I said, the bankruptcy is so successful that I signed a deal with the bankruptcy network partners to help even Cardi's lawyers to secure bankruptcy leads. Wow. Everybody's in a network, right? And so every lead that I bring them, they pay me. Her lawyers are a part of this. My lawyers are a part of it. There is a major bag to be made. So like the thing about it is this is a way, because I was sued as Latasha Kibi personally. And then the company that my husband and I shared at the time was sued. And that was only sued for $500,000. That company was worth nothing. It was like literally a way where we could pay taxes so that all the tax liability didn't fall on me. We were forced to kind of incorporate our business because my husband at the time had just left working as a manager in the restaurant industry. So when all this was going on, my husband, like, people would be like, man, your wife is out here on Housewives of Atlanta. He over here like, yeah, what table you need, comp? Like, kid you not. Ma'am, you upset? What's going on? Get a lady some fruit. Kid you not.
Yeah.
My husband was still actively working as a restaurant manager in 2020, 2021. Period. And like I said, the company he's always been into films and production. He kept his job. and he did films and private projects. He did outside projects and stuff like that. And so what I did, and him, sending his services and even people to work to help work. That's what Keeping Studios was for. So it wasn't until we didn't really formulate our companies until the bankruptcy came.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, all right, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this, do this, do this, do this. And I gotta tell you, working with bankruptcy lawyers that really kind of they look at every single transaction. The best thing that Cardi's lawyers could have done was force us to look at every single transaction and categorize it in a way to where even the IRS can't even come and say anything now.
Yeah.
Because what happened for us happened very fast. I was in the hood when I started my channel in 2018. By 2020, I'm like, dang, we got to move. These people know where we stay. They can rob this. Our equipment is in the house. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it went. And he was still working as a restaurant manager. Right. So the thing about it is like, oh, Tasha was this, Tasha was that. Tasha came into the finances over time. And this bankruptcy has allowed us to reorganize our company, right? Get it separated, get it line by line.
Yes.
Pay these taxes down because the tax, we had taxes going into the bankruptcy. However, we were paying on them. Okay. And so, but in the bankruptcy, it allows you to pay on them without them gaining interest.
Exactly. I've been there. I'm telling you, I know.
All the interest stopped. It was the best thing ever. And don't worry, guys. I'm going to give you the bankruptcy network as soon as I just signed the contract 2 days ago, and I will be promoting bankruptcy or credit repair through these network of lawyers, so that you can help yourself, and it's completely free to you guys. It's free for a consultation. You do have to pay the filing fee for the bankruptcy,
right?
It paid, and the lawyer will okay. Now my bankruptcy is different because it's a corporate bankruptcy. We have my bankruptcy fees so far, I think they're around like 80,000. Now they're 60. It's not expensive. They design it so that you could save your job, save the jobs of the people that work for you, because, or just pay your bills so that people are not trying to garnish you. And they were trying to garnish me. They were trying to freeze the money so that I wouldn't be able to operate. And then if I couldn't operate, I wouldn't be able to go live.
Right.
This was the tactic. So in retrospect, I was forced to go to bankruptcy because of the garnishment.
Right.
But we were able to get it off. Soon as the bankruptcy filed, boom, we're good. Let's go now. And so now we're here, and it protects businesses like myself so that we can continue to pay our employees, and we can make money, and we can pay our debts. And so she is 98% of the bankruptcy.
Right.
We always intended to pay her. If I would have went to garnishment court and fought the garnishment, she wouldn't have got when she's getting in a bankruptcy at all. She would have got bottom line. But I was like, why would I find a garnishment when I could just go ahead and rope it into one payment plan? It's sort of like debt consolidation. Right. Pay her great amount of payments and make sure my business is growing. Because now the lawyers have torn it apart and built it back up.
Yeah.
The bankruptcy plan that we're on is from her team.
Wow. Look at that.
We're supposed to come up with a plan, right? I'm supposed to come up with a plan and a payoff. Her team, from her forensic accountants that we ain't got to pay for, she paid for that.
Right.
Say, hey, this is what we think you can pay. We said, great. When do we close? When do we close? So we got a few little negotiations that we're doing, and then we're going to close. And it's based off of what her team presented. So it's not like I'm running from her or I don't want to pay her. None of that. I've always paid my bills. My credit is always good. It's still good. My credit is 714 right now. I can go buy a house right now if I want to in bankruptcy. Yes, I can do all of this.
You can.
So my thing is, like, people were always out here saying this. I'm like, y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. For real, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I would look at some of the videos. I'm like, you're a lawyer? You're a lawyer and you're talking about this? Like, that's bad. I see why you're on YouTube.
Thank you for saying that, because that needs to be said.
I see why you're on YouTube as a lawyer. So Cardi is going to be getting hefty payments. Payments that we can afford. Payments that doesn't put my team or anything that we do at risk. Right. But it is based on what we can afford, and it was a negotiation from her team. So the plan that y'all see filed. I filed a plan when I first got on because you have to file a plan based on what I make. But once we took everything down and they spent a lot of money hiring teams
Oh
to
yes.
look through our finances, saying we have money over here, money over here, money over there. No, we don't. It's all right here. They came up with a plan and we said, okay. And that's all my lawyers was waiting on. My lawyers was like, listen, we only filed based off of what Tasha had, right? But
Yeah.
now that we got the estates done and she has her estate, her husband has her estate, and a husband has to contribute to the wife's estate. People don't understand that. So a lot of people will try to do bankruptcy and hide, oh, well, that's my husband's. That ain't mine. No, when you're married, his bottom line is included too. So my husband is directly contributing to the bankruptcy estate as well too. Right? But it
Right.
doesn't impede on his business. It's just
Exactly.
household income.
It's
So the
how.
thing about it is, so when they took everything and they looked at everything, but we had to get him a lawyer first because they was trying to say bankruptcy fraud and all this stuff. It was a lot of stuff that they were alleging that was going on. And that's why she was out here screaming the way she was doing. But the thing about it is, once they got everything and we gave them everything, they came up with their own plan and was like, we want to file our plan. Well, let's see it. We looked at it. We said, done, let's go. Let's go. So this recent thing that y'all just saw happen when she was just like, she wants it dismissed. How do you want something dismissed? And this is the plan you asked for.
Right.
The only thing she got mad about was there's a clause that she wants that we're negotiating on what can be said about, whoever on her team in this bankruptcy until the duration of the bankruptcy is over. That's fine, whatever it is that you need, but it can't impede on me doing business.
Yeah.
It cannot do that because then guess what? I'm not going to be able to pay you.
Exactly.
If it's too rough. And baby girl, I intend on paying you every dime.
Right.
I intend on paying you every dime. I promise you that. So this ain't got nothing to do with that. But the freedom of speech, we're not playing with that. I'm not playing with my freedom of speech for nobody. And so, but I get that you deserve what it is that you deserve while you're getting your payments. And we can respect that. Right. We really can. And that's why we have not been talking about Miss B out here.
Yeah.
We don't need to.
Right.
There's nothing to talk about. We don't need to.
Right.
Nothing. Okay. So, and we're going to keep it like that. Even after the bankruptcy, there's no need to talk about that person and what she got going on. So that's my thing. So we're coming up on, like I said, hopefully their plan that they gave us gets approved through the court. If it doesn't, somebody's still getting the check.
Yeah.
Because we have the numbers now.
That's it. So
we've been doing this since 2018. I've been in bankruptcy for 2 years. Somebody taking a check, please. Does God not want you to have this check? What's going on? Why are we not writing this check?
Exactly.
So that's the thing. So I learn every day. I'm very much accountable for what I've done. I'm grateful enough for the Wino gang and just for the viewers and the people, even the haters, for continuing to search engine the platform and continue to raise our views and ads and all that stuff. Because every time they click on a video and they watch an ad, that's going to us and that's going to your favorite artists and the IRS and everybody else at all. So. All right.
You broke that down perfectly. And I appreciate you doing that. Because I mean, like I said, it's not going to stop the people who just going to hate anyway, just because it's like what you do, but you have explained it. You're here, not just on my platform, but you're here on YouTube and on your own app. Talking is what you do. It's wine, gossip, and comedy. You're getting
That's what I do.
What you do so that you can pay, not just pay her, but just pay your bills.
Right. And like I said, I want to pay her. And like I said, and I meant what I said when I came out. If there's any pain that she got that caused any mental health from what came from my platform, like I wholeheartedly apologize about that. And I meant what I said when I made that video. There's no bad blood. I do not want to see this woman lose anything. I do not want to see her go through anything. What happened between us happened. I'm over it. I am what you would call doing the time, and that should be good. And hopefully we're good. And I wish her nothing but the best in her endeavors and everything that she does. She got beautiful kids. She got a beautiful family. When she's in her good energy, she's a very magnetic person. I see it all over her. But you know, as we all do, just like when I get in my shit, if somebody get me, you know, I could get really nasty.
Mhm.
I know that. So we're all kind of guilty of the being human and being the same things. And so, you know,
Human.
this is kind of my, you know, appreciation. Thank you. Here you go. And I wish you the best.
Let's grow from here. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, you've grown. You have done
Thank
so
you.
amazing. Like, no, seriously.
Thank
And
you.
I am, I'm just loving that a lot of things that you said before, like people are seeing it now. It's like, what a
Thank
lie.
you. Thank
Where,
you.
where
And
the
Beth,
lie?
I appreciate it. I've been waiting to have an intelligent conversation, girl.
Oh,
Nala gave me a taste the other night. It was just messy though, but Nala's very intelligent too, and you
yes,
are.
she
And I really
is.
hope that we can come to terms on how we can get you on TashaKLive.com.
Yeah, let's definitely talk. And I'm honored
Yeah,
by
but
that.
you gotta show that
I
pretty
love,
face every time you do a video.
oh, child, let me tell you something. And this is just a little admission to everybody
What's
because, like I
up?
said, I don't go live. And I really, even when I do pre recorded, show my face like this.
Mm,
Because a lot of times when I'm recording, I'm just rolling up out of bed.
I
And
get you, and you can do
it's
that. But when you come to Tasha K Live, we gotta see this pretty face because it's very pleasant. There's no bad bone in your body, so I just want the winos to be able to see and put a face to who's giving them this intelligent news. And so that's why I was like, I was listening to your stuff on Steve Harvey. I see them coming after you. You know what I'm
child,
saying, with the strikes, and I was like, hit me if you need help. I got you, girl. I can get them right off, honey. Get them right off, okay? But you figured it out because you was a smart girl. But
yeah.
I hate to go. I gotta pee
Yeah,
really bad.
we're gonna wrap it up. So thank you so much. Thank you
I mean,
everybody
I
who
will.
joined the live chat. Thank you, Tasha. We love you, Wino Gang Gang. And so
Bye.
we'll
And
talk
stay
soon.
tuned, guys, for the Julie McKnight interview. Brian McKnight,
Yes,
ex-wife.
can't wait.
Stay tuned, dropped all the wine. And don't forget to support Inez Elizabeth Beauty, okay, and her products. Like I said, this is my favorite product. And you can use it in the sun, okay? There's a brightening serum, brightens your face, brightens dark spots and everything. Put the link below, pin it in your description box, and we will talk soon, okay? I love you. Stay beautiful, and I pray for you. Bye,
Um,
guys. I gotta
bye,
pee.
everybody.
I gotta pee.